RC390 series across the UK. We've had 18 races so far, but those British racers are joined this weekend by a wealth, no fewer than 20 riders from across the world, making this the World Cup final for the KTM RC390 series. And it is a huge grid, 32 riders strong, with riders from the USA, Germany, Italy, Finland, Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic, Holland, Belgium, and indeed Mexico. And I have to say, in qualifying, the British riders were somewhat eclipsed. Top of the pile was Patrick Polkinen from Finland. Well, Tim Ulrich from Holland, Sascha de Wiets, also from the Netherlands. So the Dutch riders go very well in this sort of championship. One make championships always very, very strong. We've got 8 laps of this massive 3.66 mile Silverstone circuit for these guys to do, and on the 390cc KTM, number 59 there left on the grid. Let's have a look at number 50. That's Hayden Schultz, one of the Americans starting out, but there you see the grid. Patrick Polkinen from Finland there on pole position. The American Mazziotto in runner-up spot, second in the middle. Tim Ulrich from the Netherlands, Sascha de Wiets from the Netherlands, first on the British contingent. Series leader Cameron Fraser there, ahead of Dennis Stelzer, the German, who won 2 races back-to-back at Donington, Buckingham, Superbike champion and MotoGP legend Colin Edwards, who's going to help us talk through this. Colin, fantastic to have you here, but these guys on...
Been a long year, big build-up, and happy to see this. You know, and this is what it is, what we need. You know, all these guys come together at a young age and see who the cream of the crop is.
You've been involved in this championship over in the US,
Yeah, Moto America, it's, I think we have, I don't know, 35, 40 riders show up every weekend, so it's been probably the most exciting racing we've had all year, and these guys are pumped and they're ready.
The opportunity for a young rider these days is lovely, competitive, and of course this is where the power to weight ratio comes in. We've got tiny little guys, the age range here 13 to 18 years. We've got tiny guys, we've got great big strapping teenagers, so it's going to for the World Cup will be on aggregate. But of course the British boys are out there going 8 laps then of this massive, best part of 30 miles of racing here with these RC390s. We're going to sit really, really close on the run down to Cops Corner, the first right-hander, everybody tucked in, the red flag moving away. Watch top left of your screen, watch the lights, lights are on, lights are off, and away they go, dumping the clutch, heading towards Cops Corner. And we're going to see absolute mayhem here because it's going to be close. Cameron Fraser, 66, getting his nose.
Great start by Mazziotto there, he's out front.
Yeah, the American Mazziotto, really, really good guy. Put the thing in second on the grid, and he's got the best of...
Se cortó la puta madre.
Silverstone circuit, Colin, no strange venue to you. You've been here many times, different on all sorts of machinery, basically. One of the premier circuits in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, I mean, Donington was my favorite for a long time, and then we came to Silverstone. Our first experience here, it just pissed down rain for the whole weekend. And then once they added this new section, the Formula One section, call it, it kind of changed the whole dynamic of the track, and it's been one of our favorites to come to ever since.
It's certainly a big lap, and for these KTMs, as I said at the outset, they're going to be stretched. They're going to be breathing here. Now, waiting for them to come out. Okay.
Está corto.
I think he just took the lead.
Well, the Dutchman, Ulrich, number 24, was out there running second place in the Dutch KTM Cup, but 24 looking through there. There's Ulrich again, so that Dutchman fighting back.
You know, and if you're watching at home, watching on the computer, you have to realize the perfect line around here, you're going to have to leave the door wide open, and these kids are going to take plenty of advantage of that. You know, it's a lot of defensive riding, I think, here in the early laps, and see if these guys can pull away.
There's Polkinen, number 14, in second place, right in the middle of your picture now. And on the left-hand side of him, that's Brendan Ortt, one of the Americans as well, from Brendan Ortt Racing, number 51, but sweeping through there, that's Mazziotto again. So these USA guys, the Americans, are not just saying, you're sitting here, they're strong at this.
Yeah, they are, and they've been going good all year, you know, and they've been at good tracks, and their pace has been good. And they've been working Mazziotto. I mean, these kids have grown up kind of in the mini moto and learning, and it's that new age. You know, you have to start young, and these guys are pretty quick.
When you get to the World Series, somebody like Casey Stone, who retires, in his late 20s, he's already had something like 20 years of racing in the box, but I'm sure you're enjoying it back there at home, folks. Get stuck in, look at the action here. Let's have a look, see if we can see who comes down.
See what happens. I don't know. Maybe just lost the front and tucked it. That might be, is that Gage McAllister? I think it looks like an American, or I can't see from here. I'm old, I need glasses.
I think there's a pair there, but they're James Whittams. I doubt if they'll work. Nothing from Yorkshire works. No, but I think that is Gage McAllister, the number 2 rider, so we'll try and get a look at champion. Mazziotti leading then, and then Braden North, so we've got Americans 1-2, but number 51 looking hard down the inside there, that is Braden North. So they're running strongly at the front here.
Yeah, and Braden, I think he was 13th or 14th on the grid, so he got a great start, and he's out there with the lead group.
Kevin Keys there from Offaly in Era.
Well, you can see how congested it is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you try to take the perfect line, you leave the door wide open. So and these guys are going to take plenty of advantage.
To the front is so quick.
Le pegaron un motazo.
Still, we don't have the benefit of our timing monitor, which has gone a little bit on the blink.
Would love to fill you in on everything.
Back at Donington Park, your favourite circuit, but he's not even cutting it. He's in 13th place. That underlines the quality of what we've got. 16 out in front. That's Mazziotti again, and still Braden Norton going with him. So they're really showing us how to do it here, and not bad considering they're used to running on different roads.
Yeah, and where did the Finn go? Finn, when he was up front, and I see 2 Americans, and is that 2 Dutch behind him? Finn was up front.
So then, this is Mazziotti riding under the Jimmy Winters Motorsport banner out of Hamilton, New Jersey.
You know, and these guys, they got a couple practices in, obviously, but I think there might be one guy here that's been here before. So all these guys are still.
That's true of all the grid, because nobody here has been around the Silverstone circuit. Any of these young lads. We've got a new race leader, number 9, Robert Schotman from Holland, out of Dordrecht in Holland. So Schotman, who qualified, let me see where he qualified. He was in 7th place in qualifying yesterday afternoon. So he knows his way around here, but he's out in front. Mazziotti then relegated to Schotman fighting back. Mazziotti neck and neck, these two. This is where the battle, Colin, is now beginning to shape up. We've got what?
Tercero, vamos, carajo.
Look at those guys. How close do you want it?
It's nuts, and that's the thing about this racing. When you have 38 horsepower, you got somebody pushing the wind, somebody else wants to push you in, and when you got 4 of them doing it, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th place, they're just getting a huge tow. Keeps them right in line with it.
And it's all going to shape
vamos,
up.
Dina, vamos, lo pasa
It's
los
going
dos.
to come down to the closing stages. Number 40 in there as well. That's Sean Kelly, the young guy out of Hollywood, racing for KTM Mexico.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's been going good all weekend. And this is all about, as long as somebody doesn't bonsai up the inside, create a big stall for everybody. It's going to stay like this for the next few laps, the next 4 laps.
I have to ask you, how does somebody out of Mexico have a name like Sean Kelly?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of strange. I had a high school buddy named Sean Kelly, and I'm in Texas.
Oh, well, there you go. Brilliant. Oh, look at that sweeping move round the outside by 14 again. So Pulkkinen is fighting back. Keep an eye on the Finn. Number 14, right there, further down the order.
Right under him, so everybody seems to be riding kind of a tight line.
With 4 wins under his belt already. There he is, number 55.
And it's impressive to me. These kids are all young. They're on the limit. All these kids are on the limit. And, whoa, come on, Mazziotti. Keep it upright.
You have to say.
That was close. He just, look at all the momentum he just lost. He's going to have a lot of work.
Well, it's a done deal. He's lost it, hasn't he? That's all it takes, surely.
Yeah, I mean,
is there any way back from it?
There is, but it's going to take a couple laps. I mean, he can't do it in 1 lap. He lost it before he even got out there. That was lucky, I'm telling you.
He was lucky. Chris Taylor there, 79, right with him. So Chris Taylor's a star in the making, and he's runner-up at the moment in the British Championship. So Chris Taylor having his work cut out here, just finding that these guys from across the pond can really, really get the hammer down when they want to. It's fantastic, fantastic stuff. It's still anybody's, anyone at 10.
No, absolutely. I think there's 20 there, just depends. And this is where these guys that I've noticed this year is, your smart riders, the gas, when you can be this young and be smart and pay attention to what's going on around you, that's next level.
Well, now we have Chris Taylor, the man from Coventry, number 79, with 5 wins under his belt in the UK series, leading this one at the moment. Kevin Keys right with him. So these boys on home ground are now coming in Keys. And they're all Greg Norton, number 51, having a look at a lunge underneath in third place at the moment. But it's a Brit leading, and it's an Irishman in second. It's an American in third. This truly is an international tussle, bar none. Great, great stuff. They're going to take this experience into their careers. A lot of them hope to get on the Red Bull Looking program, I'm sure.
Absolutely. You know, this is the first time these guys have done anything international. So I remember my first international race, and it was a big thing, you know, and these guys will remember that forever. So hats off to all 5 of them, all the countries. You know, they'll all remember this.
Well, I'm still seeing Great Norton, number 51.
Se mete por adentro.
You can see at home, ladies and gentlemen, you're sitting there watching how close it is. And these guys fighting through from the back. They're up the inside. Kevin Keys is going to give it his best shot, but it's the American Orr leading at the moment.
And that's Hayden Schultz, another American in second. He tried to go around the outside of him. That didn't work.
You know, Colin, we need some Americans in world-class racing, so maybe this is the next crop.
Yeah, and you know, that's why we're starting from ground zero.
3 vueltitas más. Vamos, papá, vamos por adentro, se los pones a todos.
Give them all the opportunity we can.
Robert Shotman there.
Vamos, carajo.
There, Kevin Keys being shuffled back to third. Somebody looking underneath him. Keys, though, still in third place, holding on tenaciously.
Pasó a todo.
I mean, the action is so...
Vamos, enano.
It's hardly possible to describe individual antics. It's a collective effort, and what a collective
Vamos,
effort
enano,
it is. They are
carajo.
line astern, ducking and diving. Still 2 laps to go. I can't wait. It's going to be riveting.
And you know, I mean, they've proved it right now. Nobody can pull away. But anyways, there's not enough time now. That usually happens lap 2 or 3 if somebody can dart away. So the top 10, top 12, you know right now, if you're out there on track, anybody has a chance. It's just a matter of putting yourself in the right position with 1 lap.
Well, Colin, that mistake by Mazziotto put him down in 10th place, and it doesn't appear to be...
Vamos, carajo, que los matás, enano, vamos.
He's only 0.9 of a second off the leader, so a good draft down a couple straightaways, and he could be right back there.
What's the place between friends?
Qué fenómeno que te hizo.
The young lad riding under the Mexican banner, and he was the sole representative for Mexico. When they called his name out, he stepped forward very proudly, and he's leading the race at the moment. And let's see if they can hang on to it. Well, you know, this is a
Vamos, carajo, vamos, 2 vueltitas más, 1:30.
It is, you know, it's the hill climb. You know, you got your 10 guys, and who's going to do the sprint right at the end?
Vamos, Chester, vamos.
It's absolutely fantastic stuff. Absolutely.
Se va el pollo, se va a la mierda.
And, you know,
Que lo agarren ahora.
Spec classes always turn out to be great races.
This is huge value. I mean, I don't know how it equates in your money, but in the UK, £10,000 buys a season of racing.
Dibuje, pollo, vamos.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, but you know, these kids have that opportunity, and that's awesome. It is just, it's about time, I should say.
Here we go then. Sean Kelly, number 40, leading. And right
Vamos, viejo, vamos.
Schultz in there.
Great Norton, third.
Yeah, indeed.
Ay, carajo.
That's all it took. That's all it took.
No pasa nada. Vamos, pollo,
That's
vamos.
the one thing I hear about these bikes. If anybody ever complains, they whoa, that's way out.
KTM were known for their off-roading.
Yeah. But the only complaint I ever hear is not enough side.
Otra vez primero. Vamos, carajo.
Rear tire, everything's pretty much production. Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, that's a huge.
Lo siento, uno menos.
I think that was a touch of front wheel met back wheel.
That was a little late braking. Got turned in on him. Obviously, he wasn't expecting.
He's away though, up and running. So great to see him. So that's one of the home riders down on the deck there. Number 79. That was indeed.
So we got a 4-rider breakaway after that little incident. If these guys place, let's see what's going to go on here.
That's blown Chris Taylor's chance. This is the replay.
Oh, Schultz, and whoa, Schultz ran out wide too. It looks like Schultz is out of the race as well.
Yeah, just didn't have a hope in hell, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't. You know, they went to turn in, and obviously he wasn't expecting it.
Let's put Braden Nord out in front.
Tranquilo,
So
tranquilo,
out in
tranquilo,
front,
papá.
51, but right
Tranquilo,
with him still
no importa,
is young
tranquilo.
Sean Kelly. Is this going to be a
Ahí está.
USA or Mexico 1-2? Oh. Penultimate lap.
You see that
puntero un
one little
poquito.
mistake the leader made? Second place went through and he's got 5 bike links on him.
It's now a four-way
Whoa.
stroke, folks.
Hey, track's not over there, man.
Number nine, that's Robert Schottman still, the Dutchman fighting back. 14 hitting the front again. I eat my words, Volkanen has come all the way through. So Volkanen, the Finn, the pole position man, is out in front here, the number 14 rider.
Dibuja, dibuja, tranquilo, redondo que se van a matar solo.
Each other up a little bit, the rest of the group's caught them.
So evenly matched, but we are still only on the penultimate lap. After this, the 3.66 miles of the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit to negotiate, and it's still anyone's race. Lurking there in 5th place, that's Dim Ulrich, the 2nd place Dutchman in the National Championship, who qualified very well here in 3rd place. Still, you can see the Finn. Volkanen, it is there.
¡Monstruo! ¡Monstruo, los dos!
They're all in there hot.
I have to say the number 9 bike of Schottman looking steady. So Finland leads, Holland in 2nd place at the moment, and it is only at the moment because Braden 51 is in 3rd, coming around to complete the penultimate lap, and now
Última
it's
vuelta.
6 miles to go, and this is where it's all gonna break out.
Vamos, carajo, papá, vamos. ¿Cómo lo pasaste a todo ahí?
Top 6 or 7, any one of these guys could win the race.
What you're really saying, Colin, is that the first 7 laps was just to ensure you
Yeah.
were in with a chance at it.
Yeah, first set, look at this. Oh my gosh.
Look at this, really, really close.
And you know, this is when you're up front. I mean, you have to ride defensive, but you can't. You don't have enough horsepower to get you out of the corner, so you still have to ride smart. Still try and carry as much momentum as possible.
Are they at this point thinking, I just want to beat the guy in front, or are some of them now thinking strategically, I'm going to sit in the slipstream and maybe make a last bend ditch?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, right now, man, who knows?
Five across.
Who knows? I mean, I would think.
Vamos, enano, vamos, segundo, vamos, vamos,
You just
carajo.
want to get out and try and hit your next 7, 8 corners perfect and pull a little bit of the distance.
Well, the leader then is the Dutchman, Ulrich, and then 40 in second.
¡Qué monstruo!
He's looking good.
Come
Let's
right
go
at the
through.
inside.
Yep.
He ran a little deep.
¡Qué fenómeno!
Dutchman wide. A young American out of Mexico, as I say, lives in Hollywood. And what a great, very photogenic young man, if I may say so. And look, there you can see your supporters on the inset there in the window, but Ulrich still out in front.
Braden lost some drive there, just got passed by 2 people. He went from 3rd to 5th.
Can he nudge back a place then? Ulrich, the Dutchman, out in front, is going to bring it home first. And don't write off Volkanen, number 14.
Vamos que es
Volkanen
tuya,
is
papá,
looking
vamos que es
strong
tuya.
As well. Oh,
Braden going up the inside.
fantastic stuff.
You know what? This is fighting. This is about. Whoa!
Tranquilo, que atrás se tocaron, tranquilo que atrás se tocaron. Dibuja, 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 papá.
We're gonna finish 1-2 as long as they don't do anything stupid.
Ulrich then tucked in now, right behind him though. Sean Kelly, number 40, is going to give it all he's got. Sean Dylan Kelly.
Vamos, papá, vamos, 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 faltan 2 vueltas, 2 curvitas nomás.
Fighting back.
Vamos, enano, vamos, enano.
Oh, he's the way through here. Kelly again. He's got it front. He's broken it. He's got enough of a lead. If he can
Vamos, carajo.
nail it to the flag, it's going to be about the scrap for the other 2 places on the podium.
Vamos, papá, vamos.
Head down for KTM Mexico, the 13-year-old. Yes, 1-3.
¡Sí, carajo! ¡Vamos, nano! ¡Vamos, carajo! ¡Vamos, papá! ¡Grande, nano, viejo nomás! ¡Pollo! ¡Ahora sí!
Enjoy that back home, folks. Look at that. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
¡Vamos, papá! ¡Vamos! ¡Genio!
Well, because a tough call running at that speed. Volkanen, a bit disappointing. He'll be fed up with that.
And
¡Qué grande, vieja! ¡Qué grande, papá!
best. Look,
¡Monstruo!
35.8. I think that's the best lap time, and that was from Sean Kelly.
¡Qué capo, viejo!
For the next race. No, 35.7. Strudwick.
Mira la cara de felicidad que tiene.
That was 35.6.
¡Genio!
There's your race leader.
Yeah.
Yo sabía, papá, dale, vamos para adelante ahora.
35-1, so there it is. Here's the pole position now. But brilliant, brilliant. Wow. Breathless. I know I've said it before, but I need to lie down in the dark room. That was good stuff, and there's more to come yet.
Really, I feel like I need a beer or something just to calm down.
Funny you should say that, but my fridge, there it is confirmed. Kelly from Ulrich. So the American out of Mexico wins from the Dutchman. Brett Norton for the USA.
Qué increíble, papá.
That's the other USA, so they were strong over here, these guys. Pulkin and